Welcome to the channel and welcome to this very different video, which I'm just shooting, I suppose, off the cuff, because guess what's just happened? This has just come through the door. Codex ORKS. It's not new. It's been out for a little while. Old news to most of you folks who are very involved in the hobby. But guess what? I just took the wrapper off of it. I'm having a bit of a day. The house is quiet. This is peacetime painting. Let's just have a little look at Codex ORKS. Up to today, I did not own Codex ORKS, and now I do. It's honestly just such a good feeling just to open a new Codex, brand spanker. Let's have a smell. Oh, it's got that book factory smell to it. A bit of glue, a bit of chemicals, but you know, kind of reassuring. Also, check this out. No expense spared, which is kind of what you expect for the money that you pay for it. I think I paid £37 for this on a little bookshop called Amazon. I don't think that's Gazkul on the front. That's a different orc. Looking at the art, do you know what it is? That barrel seems a little small to me on to be an orc one, and the rockets. It's like it kind of. I'm going off piste here a bit, but it kind of highlights how just absolutely warped the scale is on miniatures. Do you know what I mean? Like just things are just way bigger on miniatures than they ever would be in reality. What we've got down here, some unfortunate little skulls. A couple of lads having a great time. Yeah, Codex ORKS, let's have a little look. I'll be honest, I think that's just the standard inside that they have for all of the Imperial Codexes as well. I feel a little bit disappointed. Give them some extra teeth, make them a bit more green, do you know what I mean? Like, come on. ORKS, the Great Green Tide. Don't worry, I'm not going to read everything as we go. A little bit of a kink there. Let's keep it pristine. Look at that nice little orc symbol there. A couple of lads in the background with glowing eyes. Ooh, what we got here? Bit of the War, discover the brutality of orcs. Hey, I am familiar. I love the brutality of orcs. I don't need a little primer, but you know, I will read that. Showcase, loads of miniatures. So we've got, wow, we've got like what, 59 pages of, or 39 pages, sorry, of the War. A lot of backstory. Showcase, what's that, nearly 20 pages of models, okay. Combat Patrol, command Morgrim's Butchers in fast-paced games of Combat Patrol. Okay, that's cool. So, Combat Patrol's like the kind of get you into 40k version where you can buy basically like a box for like £100, £80 if you go to Element Games or Wayland Games, just to get into the hobby. Produced by the Warhammer Design Studio. If you look, do you know what it is? They never put names of people on here. Do you know what I mean? I'm quite familiar with the video games industry. Like individuals get named. I think that's somewhere that Games Workshop don't stray. I think it's a bit of a shame, but honestly, it's probably helped them maintain the integrity and value of the business that has made them. A few years ago, they were flying past Google, Microsoft, Amazon stock. But, you know, anyway, that's a different subject. I think it would be cool to credit designers, but then they might get poached a bit more easily by the companies. Whoa, look at this. We've got a Stomper, we've got Gorkanauts, Morkanauts, Battle Wagon, Death Dread, vehicles. Something like I've noticed in a lot of these images is there's like a haziness to them. Do you see around the feet? There's a bit of dustiness. It's almost like a smoke machine. I think it's done to be atmospheric. They're up against some Cadians here, by the way. But ultimately, I think it looks a little tacky. Do you know what I mean? Like, do you know those beauty shots that you see of people and then like obviously like put a ton of Vaseline on the lens and it just looks totally ridiculous? Like, yeah, I'm not into that personally, but I get it. There's Mozrog with his big shark. Charging a Baneblade. I'll be honest, could Mozrog kill a Baneblade? Leave your answer in the comments. A lot of mech guns in the back. I'll be honest, those mech guns might be out of range if you were to measure. Do you think they're out of range? Anyway, let's just enjoy the book. A lot of words here without any kind of heading. I mean, are they missing a heading? Where's the heading? Just straight into like 2 pages of text. The why. See, now we've got a heading. Should that be like preface or preface or introduction? Feels like they're missing a bit of text there. Come on, guys, for 40 quid. The War. That's a very old orc image there. That's cool. Some all caps text on This then is the peril of the orcs, unrelenting, innumerable, and bent upon endless battles. Only their anarchic nature holds them back from complete galactic conquest. I'll be honest, I'm going to contradict you there and say that their anarchic nature is what means that they will ultimately win the galaxy. All right? Who knows what Warhammer 50,000 will be? It might just be loads of orcs fighting against each other because guess what? They've killed everyone else. Maybe the Tyranids would stand a chance. What do you think? Put a comment. What does Warhammer 50,000 look like? Maybe it's already been done. I'm not sure. Here we've got some orcs crumping some Tau. Double-handed axe here getting in on it. That's cool. Orc infestations, orky culture, robust ecosystems. See, they've got it all down, man. They've even got the ecosystem and the infrastructure down, despite how it might look. Power of the Wa, Weird Boys, Into the Warp. The Super Rig, what's that? A lot of text. I'm not reading all that on the video. Could I just say, we've got a battle scene down here with some orcs kicking off. Is this Gork and Mork? Yes, it is. Gork, Mork, watching over. How cool is that, man? Do you know what would be cool? You know how Chaos, you can have like the Lord of Change and the Great Unclean One. These greater demons of the gods of Chaos. Why not do it for orcs, folks? That's all I'm saying. Orky know-whats, vehicular mayhem. Yeah, beyond a truck and a battle wagon, I've never got that into orcs. I suppose grot tanks, orc vehicles. They're just, whenever I've used them like years ago in other editions, they were just really weak. And I kind of never really went into it. He looks good, doesn't he? He looks absolutely fantastic. Pain and Gain, Madcap Gizmos. Here we have some Beast Snagger boys. Very faithful to the miniatures, like almost one for one. I'd be curious to know which came first, like the concept art. That kind of looks like that. What that is, or the miniatures. I wonder if the miniatures are made based off this. Clans. Here we go. Tribes and clans. Bit of a backstory. No heading on that page. Wow, that's cool. Who's this guy with the wings? Is that a blood angel? I don't think it's Sanguinius. But that's cool, isn't it? Some absolute try-hard, grumpy space marines here, the Blood Angels. And just some lads having an absolutely fantastic time. I know who I'm backing. I don't know about you. Goths. Big, mean, and black and green. Cool. Gazkul Thraka, the Gaffer. Wow, 4 pages on Gazkul. Boss Zagstruck, the boss. Has he got a back? I didn't even know he had a jetpack. Boss Zagstruck. Evil Sons. Bad Moons. Death Skulls. Blood Axes. Boss Snickrot. Snake Bites. Mozrog. If you're a fan of Mozrog, have a look at one of my recent battle reports. He basically eats an entire unit of Sternguard veterans, and also, what does he eat? A outrider? No, what's it called? A chaplain on the outrider bike. Don't worry about it. Primaris chaplain, absolutely munched. Zodrog Wartsnagger. Freebooters, yes, the pirates. Captain Badrook, I'll be honest. I had Captain Badrook and I actually sold him. It was a fine cast model. It wasn't very good. And I'll be honest, when I used him in battles with some flash gits, also not very good. Like, shooty orcs is just daft, and they are shooty orcs. Here we go. Showcase. So that was the backstory. Yeah, okay. Here we have a showcase. Lots of models. There's some flash kits, aforementioned, a little bit useless in combat. That was in 9th edition, though. I haven't used them in 10th. Maybe they're better. Goth Warboss in mega armor. This guy about to do some crumping. I see. So they're going on with quite a few new models here. Of a sort of new flavor with these beast snaggers. Blood Axe, Mega Trap, Scrap Jet. I always found it confusing that it was the jet was in the name of a car when they've got like jet planes. Do you know what I mean? Like when you say Mega Trap, Scrap Jet, at first I thought it was a flyer. And also, you'll know, I'm not going to really pour over the detail of the Rules. Rules change, rules get patched and things, as time goes on. This book, the rules in this book are probably already out of date. In fact, I know they are because there was a points amendment made just this week. There's probably been other ones prior to that. I'm just going to enjoy the book for, just in case you're thinking of buying it, in case you want to join me in just seeing what the book's about. Wow, look at this. Great planet in the background there. And they've used some sort of gradients to create the sense of scale on this battle. Then you've got what's it called? Battle wagon. Killing space wolves. Combat patrol. Here we go. So that's the combat patrol that I think you can buy. Morgrim's Butchers. That's pretty cool. He's good, isn't he? Look at that power claw he's got with the skulls. Oh, cool. So you got a painting guide. That's cool. So if you don't know how to paint, you could just go ahead and do this. I remember doing this for the Chaos Chaos Warrior in the old, must have been like 1995-ish paint set. Here's some enhancements you can give for your combat patrol. Here's some unit info for the combat patrol. What I think's nice here is it looks like you can use all those units just using this open page. So I use Battle Scribe often. And print stuff out. It's tiny. Haven't got pictures on it. This kind of gets rid of that problem. Forces of the Orcs. Here we go. So we got army rules now. We got war hordes with different enhancements. You got some command point things you can use. Wow, loads. Okay, cool. Wow, there's more and more different. I'll be honest, these what they call stratagems. Like, honestly, I struggle with stratagems. Like, I'm just, what's the word? There's just so many for each army. And because I mostly play, to be honest, I do battles like by myself with my armies. I've got to remember what stratagems for both. It's absolute pain in the backside a little bit. And yeah, I just kind of like having straight battles. Like without stratagems, to be honest with you. But I know that they're such a big part of 40k now and have been for a few years. Data sheets, okay, cool. So here, wow, this is a lot of data sheets. So, wow, from here, this is all data sheets. That is insane. Gazkul, front and center, as he should be. 10 wounds, hitting stuff on 2s, I think. What's his weapons like? I've never actually looked. So he's got a ranged weapon. This is Mork's Raw. Range 36. 12 attacks. That's a lot of attacks. Hitting on 5s. 5 strength. No AP. 1 damage. Okay, so it's rubbish infantry clearance. Melee weapons. You can you've got Gork's Claw. Big thing. Strike or sweep. Strike is 6 attacks with much higher strength. Sweep is 12 attacks with still quite high strength. Okay, so it's basically, okay, that's cool. That's fairly standard trade-off there between strength and number of attacks. Not sure which one comes out in the maths better. Big mechs, Death Killer Wartrike. More big mechs with different things. Beast Boss. What's the difference? Beast Boss on Squigosaur versus not on Squigosaur. I see. So you get 2 extra wounds on a Squigosaur, you get 4 inches of movement, you get greater toughness, you get same invulnerable save of 5 up, but a better save, okay? 3 objective control, because you've got a massive Squig under you. Weird Boy, Werboy. Honestly, it's so cheeky how they've just basically got a... Because there's War Boys in Mad Max, isn't there? And you just got a Werboy here. What does he do? Does he fix vehicles? Infantry character Psyker. Yeah, anyway. Zordrog, Wartsnagger. All kinds. Right, that's... Oh, Mega Knobs. Yeah, I'm busy making some Mega Knobs at the minute. Out of some stuff. Some Kitbashy stuff. Commandos, Warbikes, Squig Hog Boys, Battle Wagon, Truck, Death Dread, Killer Cans. Actually, have they got any Grot tanks in here? Because I've got Grot tanks that I've made, scratch built, but I've never actually seen real Grot tanks. Like, can you buy them? Kill Rig, Boss Bunker, Stomper, 30 wounds on a Stomper, toughness 14, 2 up save, 6 up invulnerable. Has it got Ramshackle? Ramshackle means you can shrug off wounds. I don't think it does, you know. So, okay. So you're not shrugging them off. Hang on. Where's the flipping grot tanks? Grot tanks. You don't have to put on the red light. Those days are over. You don't have to. Can't see grot tanks anywhere. Killer cans, Death Dread, truck, battle wagon. Really? No grot tanks. Disappointing. Anyway. Crusade rules? Yes. So if you're doing like a narrative campaign or something like that, you can keep them going. Let's have a look. Where's the agendas, requisitions? Right, cool. And then it's got a look at that silly Ooman. What's he think he's gonna do? Look at this guy grabbing the teeth of the orc. That's a little cheeky. Don't you know he's toughness 5? Cool world in the background, isn't it? Some gothic traceries, obviously. Points values, they've all been changed. Right, there you go. And I'm not going to show you my code at the back because I'm going to redeem that in the app. Codex ORKS. I hope you've enjoyed this 16 minutes of hopefully relaxing, coming with me on the journey of opening Codex ORKS. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're into that kind of thing. And I will see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye-bye.